Soul Driven, Soul Intended presents Spiritually Logic. So, where did we go wrong from here? I'm kind of at a loss for words considering that we were the love of each other's lives and it was our goal to make the other happy. I guess that's why or where we went wrong, trying to make sure the other was good while forsaking ourselves. That's always a no-no. I've come to learn self-care is the best care. I've come to learn that lesson at such a steep price. I guess I've always been the people-pleasing type of person and personality. I grew up always trying to impress people so that I'd feel accepted within a community I never really felt I was a part of, truly. Although I always felt shunned and like the black sheep, I've always had a leadership quality about myself that kicked in, but seemingly never when I wanted it to the most. I remember the first time in elementary school I shouted, "Color guard, attention!" It was the first time I felt the power I had within. It kind of scared me. I think by that time, first grade, I had already been somewhat groomed by toxicity. However, it was the very first time I felt that I could actually wield power. I was the first choice for crossing guard captain of my school, OT Bright Elementary. I was in charge of posts assigned for my peers who were on the color and crossing guard team. I was captain. There was also the added bonus that during school assemblies, I would lead the color guard in the posting of colors. It was so invigorating. I was captain and had lieutenants, two of them. I got to be on stage calling out commands. It was such an honor and accomplishment for me at such a young age then. Little did I know that it was only the beginning of such experiences. I got such a thrill out of being a group of people's captain, their leader. It felt like I was the shit. You couldn't tell me nothing. In retrospective thinking, I was so enthralled and thrilled by the sense of power that I didn't have at home within myself. I was raised by a single mother of 4 kids in the projects of Chicago. I am the eldest, the only male. It was quite the experience and upbringing, I can tell you that for sure. Oftentimes, I felt completely alone without anyone I could relate to or that could relate to me. It was quite the experience because I didn't have a consistent male presence that I could draw from and naturally begin to take on more feminine traits and characteristics. The hood boys tended to say that I switch when I walk and that I was a fag, sweet, or a fruit. I mean, how was I supposed to walk? I tried to act like I never heard those comments, but I did, and it hurt. I didn't know exactly how I was supposed to walk. I had nothing to draw from, really. My paternal grandfather was around, but I had no peers. Due to the social temperance of the projects, there was no way that my mother was going to allow me to play outside free fall, and none of the neighborhood boys wanted to hang around someone they considered to be a faggot. My friends were all girls. During that time, I was never really quite sure why things had to be such a way. I wanted to be a part of my community in a sense of hanging out with the neighborhood boys, learning how to play sports, etc. But my mom knew, and ultimately I knew it wouldn't happen. I wasn't hood or boyish enough. I had too much of a waddle in my walk. As I sit here at a brief retrospective state and energy, I'm realizing how long it's been since I've actually taken the time out to write something creatively in the form of a narrative, literature, short story, etc., and etc. It feels marvelous. So marvelous. My God, that phrase touches my soul to its core. It's the handle Papa used. I'm realizing now that this written, typed story of what I have to say is going to jump all over the place with my intuitive thoughts being my guide, and I don't mind it one bit. I said I was going to break the box as opposed to thinking outside of it, so I may as well surrender to that ideal in every sense of the word and phrase. So let's talk Papa. Quickly, brief, short. First and foremost, I miss that man so much, but can certainly appreciate and honor him now being a member of my spiritual team. My ancestors and spiritual guides, it's a comforting feeling to have knowing he's watching out for me from the other side. So I'm currently sitting in my hospital bed, multitasking. It's currently 12:08 Central Standard Time, and it's December 30th, 2021. 2022 is nearly here, and 22 is